Welcome back, the Mad Knives. This is the Mad Knives 001. It's a journal entry. This is the first of our weekly journal entries. Week number one. I have no idea how to find singers. Show them the logo, play the music. Where I'm at. What should we call this? Status? This is my first journal entry in my first week of trying to find singers for the Mad Knives project. If you're new to the channel, there's a video explaining the project. Make a link to it. And we have our first deep dive video talking about the characters involved in this storyline, which is actually pretty important to finding singers. So check that out. So there's two videos to look at to explain what I'm doing. Where I'm at in this project is I'm in the middle of the first album. I have the instrument parts tracked and rough mixed. I have scratch vocals recorded, and they are terrible. Like, truly horrible. I sang them myself. I'm a drummer mostly, and man, you can tell. Bad vocals. So I was talking to my buddy about this, about how to find singers, and he suggested I look for them on the internet, YouTube and Instagram and stuff. So, hi YouTube. That's why I'm here. That's what we're doing. So, need singers. That's what's up. What I did last week. This is kind of funny. I framed these around conference calls I was doing for one of my freelance jobs. So I feel like I'm on a call right now, but this journal is meant to hold me accountable. So last week I set up the YouTube channel and my camera angles and did a test video and everything. And that was useful. And then all I did other than that last week was get nervous. Just like spend all my waking moments just being a spaz about having to record videos and put them on the internet. So I did that. I did a really good job with that. So check mark. Current focus. So this is, I want to focus on the focus because this is actually what these weekly updates are for. So I gotta find singers. This is gonna be the focus probably for a while. All right, so I need 4 singers. I need 4 vocalists. 2 male, 2 female, all rock. It's not actually true, but it sounds cool. Okay, let's go over this. Now, because this is a concept album and there's a story, and the story has characters, these singers are going to be based around characters. So these characters are all color-coded, so we're going to stay in that world. The first one is a male singer, and that is the pilot. The pilot needs to be a confident leader. So I'm literally looking for these people. If you are a male singer with a vocal style that reads confident leader, get in touch. This is an invitation. Come find me, check out the website, message me, DM me, whatever. The next one is another male singer. This is the farmer character. Male vocalist. The farmer is an emotional introvert. So So I need a male singer with a little more of an emotional type of voice, a little more introverted style, like not necessarily like the bad version of this would be like a soft and whiny voice. What we're looking for more is like expressive. Okay, so those are the 2 male singers that I need. There are also 2 female singers. The first one is the co-pilot. The co-pilot is in light blue always. Co-pilot. The co-pilot is a female singer. And the co-pilot is carefree but capable. So I'm imagining sort of a clear sound, like maybe a little airy. You know, sort of a more pure tone, like not a lot of weird grit to it. So we need co-pilot, female character, carefree and capable. And this is a little bit of a side character, but there are still plenty of lines, and they're important. And the next female singer I need, the last of the 4 singers, and probably the most important, is the doctor. Again, female. The doctor is a fiery outlier, is what I wrote. Fiery outlier. The doctor character has like a temper, emotionally intense, right? Like, and it's not unwarranted. There is a catastrophe happening in this story. If ever there was a time to be emotionally intense, it would be during the end of the world. But I'm looking for a singer who can channel that kind of emotional intensity in their performance. Somebody with, I would say, like a bold delivery. It doesn't need to be over the top, but it needs to contain emotional power, right? And if there is a main character in this story, especially for the first 3 albums or so, it is the doctor. So the doctor is carrying a lot of this. So these are the singers I need. This is the focus for this week and probably many weeks. Now let's talk about the problem, because that's generally what follows. So the problem, and or problems, as if there was one problem. Where are they? So this is a problem for a couple of reasons, right? One, I'm old. I live in the woods because I don't like being around people. And I've been a musician for an awfully long time. Like, I've been making music for like 30 years, but I've been in the woods for the last 2 to 9 years, depending on how you count it. So my network is just everywhere. It's disassembled. I'm not close physically or relationship wise with any of my old music friends because I just vanished. It's my fault. And I'm like firmly middle-aged now. So the fact that I'm even doing this project is kind of hilarious and foolish. In fact, if things go right, I'm releasing this video on April Fool's Day because this whole thing is foolish. So, besides all of that, where are they has led me to the internet. I mean, because of all of that. So finding people on the internet is actually kind of a good idea, because I'm hoping that if they're online making videos and running channels, they're also in the same position I am at, and doing their best to draw attention to the projects that they're working on and things like that. So like having some real hope for trading audiences and maybe gaining some attention that way. But mostly I need singers who are interested in this project, because it's a little odd. It's got kind of a large scope. If they're the right fit and they like it, this could go, like I was just saying for the Doctor, this could go for 3 albums. For the Farmer, conceivably at least 3, maybe 4. Like if this project continues and everything goes well, there's a lot of work to be done. So where are they? The internet. YouTube was my first hope. I started looking a little bit, and I already don't like the prospects on YouTube because it's sort of evolved into a different creature. So I've gone over to Instagram. And I actually think there's more people to find there. And it's definitely a lot easier to find them. So that's the next place to look. But if I find somebody I like, then I got to convince them to like this project. It's a lot. So these are the problems. Where are they? I'm old. I don't know where they are. They're on the internet. Now I got to find them on the internet, which means I got to grow my internet presence, which is what this is all for. So like, go find me on Instagram. We're at the Mad Knives. You can help me out over there if you just pay a little bit of attention, I guess. I don't know. We'll see how the internet works in 2026. So those are the problems. Next steps. Look on the internet. I know that it is wildly pedestrian, but that is as far as I am right now. Just being honest. Look on the internet. That's it. That's all I've got. I've been looking a little bit. It's discouraging and upsetting, because this is the saddest part of the project. I was talking to somebody the other day. I did the fun part already. Like the drum tracks are tracked. I recorded the drums. That part was the most fun. It's done. Now I have to do all of this other stuff if I want this project to be finished. And these are all the hard parts that are like complicated with my personality. Okay, so I'm looking on the internet. Like I said, I've looked on YouTube, and that was weird. But Instagram is much better. The next thing after looking is figure out how to interact. And I'm talking like DMs, I don't know. How do I pitch the project if I do start interacting with somebody? How to pitch? What do I tell them? How do I convince them to like it? What if they like it and I don't like them? What if I like them, they don't like it? Yes. I am that antisocial. I need to think about how to talk to people. So this is what I'm working on this week. And right now, it feels like a very tall mountain to climb. But if I break this down into even more steps, all I'm really doing is making a list on Instagram by saving accounts of people who I think might be a good fit. That's not a terrible first step. Then I can figure out how to get in touch with them, figure out what the DM might say, whatever. So these are the immediate next steps. That's what I'm doing this week. Next problems. It feels dumb to think about them because there's going to be plenty of problems. But just trying to look forward a little bit. So once I find the singers, then I have to figure out is how to run auditions. Now this assumes that I have enough candidates to run auditions, but I think there's even greater chance that I find barely 4 people that are interested and that seem like a good fit. But I do need to figure out how to run auditions, or at very least, like, how to figure out if the person is a good fit. So the way I'm thinking about this is I should probably locate what sections of what songs. What sections of what songs for which characters, for, you know what I mean? Like, what sections would I want the pilot to sing? What sections would I want the farmer to sing, etc. And then the other option is I could do like a video call / I don't know, interview or whatever, like just to get to know the person a little bit, see if it feels like we might be able to work together well. You know, something, you know, in person. It's not really in person. Anyway, that's where we're at right now. So that's our first Mad Knives journal entry, TMK 001. The Mad Knives number 1. This is such a tall order and so potentially discouraging, but as I said in the project introduction, I can't help it. I tried to not do this. It's not my fault. I can't stop working on it. It's a little obnoxious even to me. So that's where we are right now, looking for singers. These videos are one of the primary ways I'm doing that. So this is an invitation. If you are a singer and you think you could inhabit any of these roles and you're interested, I need pilot, farmer, co-pilot, doctor, 2 male, 2 female, pilot, confident leader type, farmer, emotional introvert type, co-pilot, carefree, capable type, the doctor, fiery, temporary outlier type. That's what I'm looking for. If you are a singer and you feel like you might fit into one of those categories and you would like to work on an audacious multi-album, multi-movie concept sci-fi space story, message me. Come and play with the Mad Knives. We need you. Okay, like and subscribe. The more people I have paying attention to this, the more likely collaborators will be interested. Links to everything are in the description. Check out the website to see more about the Mad Knives. Do all the stuff. Thank you for watching. See you next week.